Okay, now I'm going to go over what we did for math on September 9th and September 10th. So this is in their math book. It is page 6 in their math book, not the binder. In their math book. It's the white one with the red stripe across the top. Okay, so for math, we did all these problems together, and then some of the students were working as a professional teacher, and they were basically telling me how to do it. So first thing we do for every problem, we have to read it. Joe has 8 white socks. He has 2 red socks. How many red and white socks does Joe have? So we draw our upsie, and then we will circle the important information. So we know that he has 8 white socks, 2 red socks. How many is a key word that is going to tell us to add. We will be adding the red and the white socks. Okay, so then we'll first draw our 8, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then our 2 others. Okay, we said that our operation was addition, and when we add, we are looking for our sum. Our equation will be 8 plus 2 equals solution box. This is the area where we solve, and we always compare it to our picture to make sure that they match up. If they don't, something's wrong. So 8 plus 2 equals 10. In addition, we do the inverse, so 2 plus 8 equals 10. I always have the kids reiterate the question and then answer it in a complete sentence. So how many red and white socks does Joe have? I don't like using he because he has a name. Joe has 10 socks in total. Complete sentence. Okay. 3B. Will has 6 pencils and he has 3 crayons. How many more pencils does Will have than crayons? So we draw our upsie model. We need to circle our important information. 6 pencils, 3 crayons. How many more is our keyword that we will be subtracting? What will we be subtracting? We will be subtracting pencils from crayons. Okay, so let me draw my pencils. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And my crayons. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this one has a partner, this one has a partner, this one doesn't. And right here is where we're drawing our boundary lines. So these are how many more we have. We already said that we are doing subtraction. And when we are subtracting, we are looking for our difference. Our equation in subtraction, the bigger number goes first. So 6 minus 3 equals solution box. Again, this is where we solve, and it should match over here. Okay, so 6 minus 3 equals 3. Does it match? Yes. Okay, we reiterate the question. How many more pencils does Will have than crayons? Will has 3 more pencils than crayons. Okay, for A, Kay has 6 dimes. She lost 1 dime. How many dimes does Kay have now? First step is our upsie. Important information. She has 6 dimes. If you lose something, you no longer have it. So that is our key word to tell us that we are taking away. How many dimes does Kate have now? Okay, so let's draw our 6 dimes. 1, 2, 3, 6. And she lost 1. We already said subtracting. Again, when we subtract, we are finding our difference. In subtraction, the bigger number goes first, so 6 minus 1 equals solution box. Again, here is where we solve, and it should match. One, two, three, four, five, they match. We reiterate the question, how many dimes does K have now? K has 5 dimes now. Okay. For B, Nick has 3 red pens. He has 5 black pens. How many pens does Nick have? Okay, so my UPSI model first. Okay, so important information. How many pens? That means we will be adding. So let's draw the pens. 1, 2, 3. And then the 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now we are going to add. When we add, we are finding our sum. And our equation is 3 plus 5 equals solution box. Again, we're going to solve, and it should match our picture. So 3 plus 5 equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, in addition, we get the inverse. So there we are. Reiterate the question. How many pens does Nick have? Nick has 8 pens. And then we are done. Okay, I'm taking a break in between just in case you need to pause the video and they need to copy. That is fine with me. So this is where we stopped at on this part of the map. So we stopped on page 6. So then in the same math book, we turned to page 45 in that same math book. 45. And it should look like this. Again, page 45. These I reviewed it. I reviewed 2 of them, and then the kids were able to do the last 3 on their own. So let me go ahead and show you guys. Delia made the number shown, which is this one. Build the number using tens and ones. So it's basically review of what we did yesterday. So we do our place value chart. And then how many tens are there in 17? There's 1. And how many ones? There's 7. And then we just bring this information over here and we're going to draw it out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Same thing for the next one. Ian made the number shown below, 24. Build this number using tens and ones. Okay, so 24 has 2 tens and 4 ones. So then you bring that information this way, and now we are sketching it. So there is 24. Okay, Lainey made the number shown below, which is 13. Build the number using tens and ones. So then there is 1 10 and 3 ones in the number 13. So then we just bring this information this way, we build it. 1, 2, 3. The students did D and E on their own. So this one will be self-practice. So just monitor. And if they need to go back to the other pages just for reference, that is fine with me. Okay. And then we got here, and this is where we are breaking down the numbers. I allowed the students to pick a number. So the two numbers that were chosen, $25 and $67. Standard form means what does a number look like, okay? So basically, that's what it looks like. Sketching is exactly what we did in the previous page where we build the number with tens and ones. So 25 has 2 tens and 5 ones. Now here I gave the kids the option. They can either sketch it or write it. So let me show you what that means. So like I said, 25 has 2 tens and 5 ones, or they can just write it 2 tens and 5 ones. Expanded form is what numbers are we using to give us 27, to add up to 27. So I gave the students 2 different ways to add, 25, not 27, I'm sorry. I gave the students 2 different ways that added up to 25. So I told them 10 plus 10 plus 5, that's one way, and also 20 plus 5. Word form is how is it spelled? So how do we spell 25? And that is it. Okay, so same thing, same process for the, but it's just a different number. So 67, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Again, I'm going to show you both ways on here. 67, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Expanded form, the students gave me 30 plus 30 plus 7, as well as 60 plus 7. Both ways are correct. And then we spell it out. This is where we stopped in math. Again, on September 10th.